Hi everyone, it's Dr. K. Have you ever felt like you're navigating a maze of requirements, especially when it comes to official processes? It can feel pretty complex sometimes. Well, today we're diving into a topic that might seem a little murky at a first glance, but trust me, understanding it is absolutely crucial for countless students. We're talking about reevaluation timelines in special education. My mission today, to cut through the jargon, nail down exactly what's required, and give you the critical insights you need. So let's unpack this. So, what are these required timelines really about? At first glance, they might seem like rigid, bureaucratic red tape. But here's what's actually insightful. These deadlines aren't just about compliance. They exist for a reason, a very important one. They're designed to prevent students from falling through the cracks. Without regular evaluations, services can be outdated. And when students need change, the absence of updated data can result in missed support. So these timelines, they provide structure. They're the backbone of consistency and accountability. Now, when we talk about reevaluations, we're working under the umbrella of IDEA. So, what's the foundational timeline here? Is there a core rule everything hinges on? Absolutely. The cornerstone is the 3-year anniversary cycle. The reevaluation must be conducted every 3 years. But here's a critical detail. All evaluations and reviews must be completed by the 3-year anniversary date. Not started by, but completed by that 3-year anniversary date. This is not just a calendar suggestion. It is a firm legal mandate that ensures services remain appropriate and up to date. Outdated assessments can easily lead to inappropriate placements or missed interventions. So if you're involved in this process in any capacity, that 3-year mark is your North Star and you have to hit it. Now, once you're in the reevaluation cycle, there's what I like to call a fork in the road, and it hinges on one key question. Does the IEP team believe new testing is needed? If yes, the process takes one path. If no, it takes another. Let's start with the path where testing is needed. There are 4 steps. You're going to conduct an existing data review to determine if testing is needed and what testing is needed. You're going to obtain consent from the parent or guardian to evaluate the student. Then you're going to conduct the evaluation. This can include testing, observations, and collecting any other data that the team decided was needed. Once you have had the evaluation, you're going to hold an evaluation programming conference, or an EPC, where the results are going to be reviewed and discussed with the committee. Now here's where the timeline gets very precise. Once consent is given, the school team has 60 calendar days to conduct the evaluation. That is a hard deadline. Then from the final date of the evaluation, or the last component date, the EPC meeting must be held within 30 days of the last component. Now, what about the other path, the one where no testing is needed? Even then, the IEP team cannot just skip the process. They must formally document why new testing isn't necessary. This typically happens during the EDR. But here's the twist. When no testing is needed, the date of the EDR meeting becomes the new 3-year anniversary date. It resets the timeline. So 3 years from the EDR date will be your next reevaluation deadline. It is an important detail not to miss. And what if delays happen? Let's say a specialist is out sick or there's a snowstorm. Are these dates flexible? The straightforward answer is no. These timelines are non-negotiable. They are legal requirements. Missing them can lead to serious compliance issues and consequences for the school district. So again, 60 days, 30 days, no extensions, no exceptions. Now, we've said these are very strict, but is there any upside to finishing early? The guidance makes it very clear. Early is fine. You can complete steps ahead of schedule. For example, if the evaluation is completed in 20 days instead of 60, that's perfectly okay. But, and this is important, even if testing wraps up early, the 30-day window for the EPC still applies. That meeting must still be held within 30 days of the final evaluation component, regardless of how early that testing was finished. So why is this? Likely to ensure thoroughness. Even if the team is efficient, the EPC meetings shouldn't be rushed. Everyone needs time to digest the data and plan appropriately. So the big insight here, proactive planning is great, even encouraged, but never at the expense of the quality and care that's supposed to go into these important decisions. So to recap, the 3-year reevaluation cycle is the foundation. There are 2 distinct paths, testing versus no testing. If testing is needed, 60 days to evaluate and then 30 days to meet. If no testing is needed, the EDR date becomes the new anniversary. Deadlines are strict, they are not flexible. But early completion is allowed as long as the 30-day EPC rule is still followed. So as you process all these structured timelines, I want to leave you with one final thought to mull over. How might understanding the why, the reason behind seemingly rigid deadlines in special education, empower you? Could this deeper understanding help you approach other complex deadline-driven systems, whether it's at work, home, or in life? Sometimes, knowing the intent behind the rule, not just the rule itself, can change your whole approach to navigating it. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and keep doing the work that matters. Please email me if you have any other questions, and you can also check the Arkansas regs for more information. Have a good day.